him. Yo, what up? I looked around more about this zone in English, and the more that I see, the less it makes sense. Yo, what up, everybody? Also, hopefully everything looks okay, everything sounds okay. OBS has been really being a pain in the ass as of late. Just really obnoxious. Things haven't really exactly been working well. This seems to happen every time there's an update, but then every time there's an update, it also just breaks a bunch of shit, so I'm, yeah, that's the issue, Slime. I tried to get it running, and it was working last night, and then there was an OBS update, and then it doesn't work anymore. So I've got to go through a whole bunch of, different troubleshooting stuff to get that to work. But it's a situation where I did all the troubleshooting last night, and I went, okay, it works. I'm good. Then, you know, like 10 minutes before the stream, load it up, doesn't work. Great. Huge fan of that. So, rather than do a big old delay or anything, I just decided, juice is not worth the squeeze, as they say. So I think I was saying last time that this whole area, and really the first world in general, kind of feels like a classic Final Fantasy bit. And going around and collecting, like, fragments of a big key to unseal a castle is pretty much as classic Final Fantasy as it gets. Yeah, I mean, like, look at this shit. This feels like something straight out of, like, the 2D era for Final Fantasy, just kind of slapped in, which I think it fits. I think it does fit, especially considering that they're going with a concept here of all of these like sub-worlds. We get the dungeon off rip. Oh, nice. They're going with the concept here of all of these sub-worlds being less than real, and so I think that actually it works to its favor. Even though it would normally kind of feel hacky. Because if they're setting up for a big thing where, you know, Emmett Selk or everybody is gonna, you know, some of the other assets and stuff are gonna explain to you that they don't see these worlds as real, it's like, well, yeah, you know, I see what they mean. Thank you. Original.
ここは随分と総人が多いね。
Oh, yeah. Alfredo just said, yeah, there's a lot of these, hedge people here. Bush. Grass.
今度は話が通じやすいやつだといいけど、サンクレットたちの様子を見てると、あまり期待できないわね。
This is great. I'm a big fan of this. All I say is that, yeah, I sure hope, you know, there's gonna be somebody, like, easy to talk to, easy to understand this time, but, judging by the looks on Thancred and everybody else's faces, doesn't look like that's gonna happen. It would be nice if we were going to deal with somebody reasonable for once. We are not. Yo, what up, love?
聞こえますか、風亜族の皆さん。我々はあなた方に頼みがあってきました。
Yeah, can you hear us? Yeah, people of the Fua, or yeah, people of the Fua. We have a request to ask of you. Oh.
返事がないな。
No response. Huh.
風亜族って水妖なんて異名を取るからには水にまつわる妖精なんでしょ
They're, yeah, the Hua are known as, like, water fairies. Hmm? なんて異名を取るからには Yeah, it's like they, they live in water. They collect themselves, like, in water? Or no, it's like they're related to water, right?
う。こ
Like
の門
aligned
い
with?
かにもって漢字で湖につながってるけど反応がないようなら水の中を探してみるべき
Okay,
か
that
しら。
makes sense. This gate, I can feel that it's connected to the lake, but if there's no response, then maybe we should check, in the water itself. Oh, Alpino does not want to
そ
swim.
そうだね。
They're-
私もあまり長時間でなければ、泳いで捜索をすることが可能だと思う。
They're really running through all of the running jokes with Alfino. Well, yes, you might be right. Yeah, as long as we're not in there for too long, I think we could search. Yeah, we could swim in there and look around.
サンクレットはもちろん大丈夫だとしてミンフィリアはどう？泳げる？
Yeah, obviously I know, Thancred can swim, but, Minfilia, what about you? Can you swim?
はい、得意と言えるほどではないですが、とりあえず溺れないくらいの泳ぎはサンクレットに習いました。
Yes, I can't say I'm particularly good at it, but yeah, Thancred taught me enough so that I at least wouldn't drown.
バッチリね。
Perfect.
そういえば、ウリエンジェ、あなたは泳げたっけ？
This feels like they're just setting up to only Alfino can't swim is the entire purpose of this bit. Oh, yeah, by the way, Ranger. Yeah, can you swim? I can't remember. What is this bit they're doing?
泳ぐくらいならば、水上を歩く術を編み出す方が効率的では？
God, Moth, that line pisses me off. They just ruined the whole joke. Also, this is great. Yeah, rather than swimming, it might be more efficient to devise a spell to allow one to walk on water.
おう、おう、ウリエンジェ。まさか君が同志だったとは。
Okay, this is Dolce. Oh, Ranger, I didn't know you were, this is like, you were the same as me, on my side here.
しかし安心してくれたまえ。私が受けたアレンバルド式の特訓を君に教えよう。大丈夫、やればできる。できるとも。
But, however, fear not. 安心してくれたまえ. It's like, yeah, fear not. I'll teach you some of the special, I'll give you a crash course in the Orenvold style of swimming. I'm sure you could do it. Positive. What is
お
this
やおや、
bit?
随分と賑やかだね。人の方から僕らに用事があるなんて、珍しいな。
So this whole thing was just pure time padding. Okay. Yeah, well, quite energetic, aren't we? It's quite rare for any humans to have business with us.
姿は見えませんが、あなたは、風阿族ですね。私たちは、滞在クイとの対決を望まんとするもの。
We can't quite see your forms, however, you're the Fua. Are you not? We are those who seek to destroy the great city.
リエーギア城の扉を開くため、あなた方の持つ貝殻の王冠を貸していただきたいのです。
In order to open the doors of Castle Diegia, we'd like to ask for that you allow us to borrow the crown of shells.
なんだ、そんなこと。いいよいいよ、持っておいき。
Nanda, so nagala. Oh, really? Yeah, whatever. Take it and go.
随分と軽い扱いじゃないか。何か企んではいないだろうな。
Hey, you're pretty, this is like, you're pretty ready to give it up. There's something about this you're not telling us.
けけ。企むも何も、実際それほど大事じゃないからね。
It's not, huh. It's not like there's anything we're hiding, it's just not that important. Or, to make it line up, it's not like there's anything about it we're not telling you, it's just not that important. I like these guys already. They're just kind of showing up like, hey, fuck do you want? Alright, get out of here.
妖精王がどうなろうが、世界がどうなろうが、初めから終わってる僕らにはどうでもいいことさ。
初めから終わってる? That doesn't make any sense. Did the game explain yet how Pixie's coming to be? They gave one theory, but I don't know if it's real. The game in English didn't explain Minfilia's soul thing at all. So that's cool. Yeah. And whatever happens to the King of the Fairies or this world, it doesn't make any difference to us. We're, like, doomed from the start? I guess? This is a very, I'm gonna just have to go forward to the next line, but this is one of those, it doesn't make much sense.
「ああでも、せっかく人が訪ねてきたんだ。これを楽しまない手はないね。」
Yeah, but since we've finally got like human visitors, be a shame to not have some fun with this.
そのフレーザル、門に、触れて、こっちへおいで。ここはどこそこ、誰が呼んだか、ドーヌ、メグ、禁断のそのときたもんだ。
Yeah, okay. This just doesn't make sense. Furezaru. Okay. Touch the untouchable gate. Fucking gateless gate. See unseeing eye. Go to hell. Doko soko dare ga yonda ka? Yeah, touch the untouchable gate and come to us. And the place that some have called Dolmeg? Forbidden Garden?
僕らはまるで形なき水。僕らの園は、水面の幻。それでも君が、心躍る、大冒険を見せてくれたら、確かに宝を授けよう。
Yeah, the nu there is difficult. Well, it's Dolnu. So it would probably be like Dolnu, like Dawn, D-O-H. It's definitely not Dawn. It'd be Dawn. No, it pretty much is read phonetically as Dawn, but oh god, these sort of lines are so difficult. Yeah, we are formless as water. Our garden a reflection on the water's surface. Now show us like a thrilling adventure and we will give you our treasure. Yeah, a refraction upon the reflection, some shit like that. Oh, this is just immediately a dungeon. Huh. I don't actually want to do this with these guys anymore. This stuff hasn't had any interesting dialogue so far. You do with this one? Who should I bring? Bring Alfino? Okay, that would be funny. That would be funny. Oh, but I can't bring Urianger and... I would need to swap to... I would need to swap DPS. So, Mephilia, Thancred, Alphinaud, so I gotta be on DPS. I mean, then I'll just play Dancer. I mean, this seems like it would be funny. Let me make sure that this is working, though, real quick. Ooh, that's not good. Ah, fuck. Okay, I need to change that. The, button that I've got for a hotkey to take a quick little screenshot of some text for all the random shit that pops up, so I can at least have it saved somewhere. that is apparently also the same as the button to hide the UI for some reason. That's not great. I'm gonna need to change that real quick then. It's so difficult to find a key that is not in use for Final Fantasy. There we go. Okay. So now if I see any random text that pops up and I want to grab it, I can just boom. There you go. Alt F4. Oh man. I've never heard that one before. I really, really, really like this image. Do you mind if I save it, friend? The people in my church potluck are going to love this when I print it out from my office printer at my job. They don't like me doing it, but I'm bad like that. I work in HR. Yo! Apparently the character chatter is added in now. I don't know if this was always there, or if this is a... Wow, you guys were not kidding about it just kind of being a straight line. These are just kind of like... Ooh, we're going full Disneyland, boys. Huh. Okay, it's like, yeah, this is the fairy, water fairy domain. All of this is an illusion. I don't like these little guys. That's what these little guys are? I don't like them. These things, don't like them. God, it's just impossible to actually get all of this dialogue. Never mind, man. Isn't giving Minfilia a dance partner? Oh yeah, you can actually do that now. I'm so used to in these things, like, not actually having the ability to use dance partner. All I've been doing is fucking job quests, and none of those actually let you use dance partner. And so I just had it in my head of like, oh yeah, if I'm doing like content with AI, dance doesn't exist. But no, this is an actual dungeon. You can do that. However, getting all of this dialogue is going to be difficult. Because there's a lot of it. Like, I'm looking far more at the other characters to see if any of them are saying anything than I am at the, like, the actual game. Okay, great. That's... Ikeru. I can do it. Yeah. Yeah. Splat Tim does it. I still just can't fucking believe that they actually had Minfilia in the English call this character Minfilia. That one is so baffling to me, man. It's so fucked up. It's like the one thing that she would never in a million years do. She goes on and on and on about how, you know, thanks to me latching onto them. He's like, yeah, oh, wow, the flowers are blooming. Yeah, don't get distracted. Stay alert. I'm not really sure whether or not that one is just pure incompetence or what, because it's really baffling. Like, Minfilia goes out of her way to say, like, hey, Thancred, please help her. This girl who is called Minfilia by other people. And she says, you know, me being here has stolen their names from them, their identities. And then for her to go on about this and say, like, oh yeah, this is terrible. I don't want to steal their identities from them, their right to determine who they are for themselves. And then in the English version, and say, like, so please, take care of Minfilia for me. Just seems like, oh wait, so you don't care. Oh, so it wasn't actually an issue for you. Okay, so they're just saying pretty, like, standard-ass water stuff. Okay, I seem to have misunderstood that tether mechanic. I thought it was like a, you can't deal damage to these guys until you hit that thing. That is not the case. And you might say, oh, well, you saw the AI hitting other stuff, why wouldn't you... The AI has been wrong basically every time. They haven't done any of the mechanics right. Why would I trust them? Hooray. Seriously, like 95% of my attention is just, I'm just looking at the other characters to see if they're gonna say anything. Oh, fuck, what is that thing? I don't like it. No, no. Okay. I don't like these. These things bother me. The FF devs, the 14 devs have a fondness for frogs, but I don't like these ones. Oh, is this like a, yeah, leader of the Fua? Watch out for illusions. Oh, fuck! Why does this song go so hard for this? Oh, we got little spouts. Interesting. Okay, that's a larger AoE than I was expecting for that. God damn it. I was looking at the dialogue. Okay. I've been looking at the dialogue the entire time. I was just trying to read. Fuck off for a second and let me read. The final boss is the best stuff dialogue-wise? Okay. I will pay more attention until then. I'm going to assume that nothing that occurs here is going to be of great importance. And so I will simply pay attention to the actual mechanic. Oh, what, did Alvino get hit? That's pretty funny. I do like how he gets hit by mechanics. It's a good recurring bit. There's a lot of those. There we go. Should I? I mean, let's stop. Okay. As Billy said, we did it, we won. Thancred immediately rained on the parade and said, no, they were just fucking around. They weren't actually taking it serious. Oh wow, look at all the pretty colors. Yeah, it seems like they haven't had enough fun yet. Haven't had their fill. It all just goes by too damn fast, man. I've been thoroughly spoiled by Metaphor. Having an actual log that I can just go back to and being able to pause. It's so nice. Speaking of, we're at the point where you're going through and doing, like, social links in that game. And I'm sure calling it social links is gonna piss people off, but it's funny. Man, the ones with Hulkenberg are gonna be just completely butchered, I can already tell. Oh man, it's gonna be real bad. Also, okay, this is a problem in this game. This is a problem in this game as well, where in both Metaphor and Final Fantasy XIV, if I try and look up a guide for anything that I need to do, like if I need to unlock a new dungeon or anything like that, if I look it up in English, I will have absolutely no idea what the fuck is going on because all of the quest names are nonsense. They're just complete gibberish. Similarly, in Metaphor, since we're following a guide, you know, me and my brother were both following a guide, and we need to have it sync up. We need to have the playthrough sync up so we can have the Japanese script in the correct order. If the walkthrough for Metaphor tells me to start the bounty, man's not so best friend, I don't know what the fuck that is in the Japanese version of the game, because obviously that's nowhere near close to the actual name of the quest. So I have to like cross-reference shit and go, okay, they're telling me to like talk to this NPC here. Okay, let me look up what this quest is and what this NPC is. Okay, that lines up. I guess. Boy howdy, I hope this is right. More than once I've had to switch languages back to English just to confirm. So I'm not getting desynced. Does the dialogue not appear in the event chat tab? It depends on where it goes. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. From what I've been able to find, there is no way to get every single piece of dialogue, including the stuff that shows up above characters' heads in the little text bubbles, to actually appear consistent. That just is not a thing that you can do. It would be wonderful if I was wrong about that, but I have not been able to find anything. I don't like that these things are called honey makers. I don't know, that just sounds like a... Sounds like a blaxploitation name for a prostitute. That's the most accurate comparison I've ever fucking made. Oh, those are honey hunters. That also sounds like a what the fuck are those? What are these things? What is this fresh nightmare? What the fuck is that? I don't care if it gets me hit. I need to know what the fuck is this thing. Oh, I hate that. A fungus eating a frog? No, no, no. Do you see those legs? These things have, like, cockroach legs. They got, like, cricket legs, grasshopper legs. Ah. I do not like this. Yeah, that's like, yeah... Moss fungus? Ugh. I hate that. You cannot kill them in any way that matters. Tell me the name of God, you fungal piece of shit. Yeah, all of this shit is just raw nonsense that they're doing because they're bored. I'm curious if they're going to actually elaborate on exactly what they mean by the Hajime kara owattemasu. But I think the whole bit is that they're speaking in contradictions. That's sort of like their thing here. Like, we're finished at, like, before we begin. It's over for us before it starts. Or, like, as soon as it begins, rather. I'm assuming they're going with, like, you know, formless, shapeless, that sort of bit. The fuck is that a goddamn Utah, like, what? That's like a mini Allosaurus or some shit? Some sort of dinosaur? Some manner of dog? That doesn't look particularly canine to me. That looks more like... Those don't look like paws, those look like hands. Great. Summoning. I do not actually... What do we... Oh, we all just want to block one? Is that the bit? Or did we not want to block them? Because for a second there I saw that only Thancred was blocking one. Okay, so we wanted to actually block them. I was just trying to read the attack name to see if I could figure out what the fuck it did. Thancred is the source of truth for all mechanics? Okay, I'll pay attention to Thancred then. Guys, you wanna break out of this, maybe? Wing. Timber? I mean, that makes sense, I guess. The sort of logging comparison. Okay, that's not gonna work. Oh my fuck! Why? Why would you move like that? Mephilia, I'm going to fucking scream. Vivilla's LV got eaten by being trapped. Honestly, she deserves it after that ludicrous display. I walk in front of one. Mephilia walks in front of it to steal it from me. And then she moves over to a different one. I would be flaming her ass in all chat. Oh, fuck. Alfino cannot be happy about this. Oh, fuck. Cool. I don't like that. You're just like, oh yeah, there's the crown right over there, right down the road. Go grab the crown. Wow. Oh, wow. I'm gonna just go grab it. I'm sure this will be fine. I'm sure nothing bad is gonna happen as a result of me grabbing this. Yeah, we did it. Wow. And yeah, Thancred just says, yeah, there's probably a fucking trap here. Yeah, no shit. I'm still not quite sure why the most intense boss music was for the tiny little frog. That just kind of there. Little suit. Oh, it's the default Shadowbringers mid-boss track? Oh. That would make sense then. Here's where I'd pay attention to? Okay. I will be attempting to grab all of these lines. Yes? That one means Ikuzo. In case you didn't know. You might not know. I really, Thancred, I'm gonna need you to go in there, buddy. Bro, I actually had a, I did roulette yesterday for the first time in a while. And I did main scenario. And I can't remember which... Oh no, it was the Nero fight. Thancred won't die if you overpull? Okay, I'll give it a shot then next time. But... It was the Nero fight. And the cutscene ends, and so I just walk in and I start hitting the boss. I'm playing Red Mage. And the tank just kind of stands there. Doesn't do anything. And they let me just take the first tank buster and die. And then they start doing stuff. And I think that they were actually doing like a, oh, you dared to pull before me? Like 5 seconds before me in fucking in fucking Praetorium that all of us have been to 10,000 times? Like, who actually is getting upset about, like, the DPS starting a pull in Praetorium? We've all been here. More than any other dungeon, and it takes like 40 minutes. Who gives a shit? I had the same happen in, I can't remember which dungeon it was. It was like, you know that ARR one with the Stonehead statues that you gotta kill on the pressure plates, and that one boss with the instant death beam that you gotta cleanse by standing on the right thing? Frame drops? Ooh. That it is. That there are. It seems to be stabilizing I think that's just like my actual internet, but... Oof. That's unfortunate. We stabilizing? No, we are not. They might have figured it out. They might have figured out my loophole. Okay, I think it's stabilized. Nope. No, it is not. No, okay. Okay. We're good? We're good? We're good, OBS? We doing okay there, buddy? Okay, looks like we're back. Just a bit of network instability, actually. Hmm. Nope, the second I start moving again, it starts fucking up again. Maybe it just doesn't like the, maybe the bitrate just doesn't like this zone. Right here. Like, woo, 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 woo. Seems like we're good. The crown. Oh shit, frog. What the fuck is that? Incredible. What is this thing? What? What? Rakuseno. Yeah, it's like the great musician. What is, wait, what is this thing supposed to be, what is this thing called in English? What is this thing called in English? Huh? Ainthon, Lord of the Lengthsome Gate? What? What? This is Gakusei no Ink Zone. Huh? That doesn't make any fucking sense. This is like the great musician, the maestro. Virtuoso. Lord of the Lengthsome Gate just seems like you gave up. I don't understand. Also, you're telling me that the dialogue here is good, and I'm gonna want to grab it? That makes sense, he plays music? Yeah, I don't see what else you would do. Yeah, it's like we have to put on a performance to get him to give us the crown. We gotta do the fun. We gotta do fun stuff. Show him a good time. Yeah, it's like, yes, let's begin the concert. That's cool. Lord of the Lengthsome Gate. So you just completely got rid of the entire bit. Huh. Yeah, yeah, like... Oh, that's... Okay, cool. I definitely knew the range on that. Feels great. Oh, this is, wait, this is fun! これを渡ればいいの? Yeah, we're supposed to go across this. Oh. Oh, but Thancred showed me like a shortcut or something? Guys? You might wanna hurry it up? Thancred just jumping over is kinda tight. So it's like, what, if you have a class with a dash, you could just do that? Yeah, look at him go. He's like, it's not scary, it's not scary. Yeah, just, you know, just one foot in front of the other. That's good. That's good. All is just go like there's nothing to be scared of. Yeah, like let it resonate within your heart, the fear that lies within. Oh, there's like, yeah, a void thing. Yeah, so wait. So he's not called like the Maestro in English. It's just like him legs long because frog. You know, you really need to be an amazing writer to be a translator. You have to be such a good writer. You have to be so creative. Not just anybody can do that job. You know, like looking at a frog guy and the Japanese text calls him like the Great Maestro. And you just think, you know what? What if we just said he's a frog? Instead, like, what if we just didn't do that? What if we just said, like, him legs long? I'm so smart? I bet nobody's ever thought of that before. I think I might be the only one. I should write a book or something. Hey guys, do you want to play in my D&D game? It's set in the setting of the book that I'm writing. So I'm gonna let you all make characters, but you're not allowed to actually make characters if they go against the setting of the book that I'm writing. You're all gonna meet NPCs from the book that I'm writing, and they're gonna be super cool, super interesting, and everybody's gonna love them. You have to love them, actually. Otherwise, I will kick you out of my mom's house. No, I won't give you your money back for the pizza. My name is Michael Koji Fox. Fuck. I was not paying attention. Frame dropping here and there. It seems like there's some light instability. That sounds oddly personal. See, the thing is that I did play in one game in college with it was a dude who kind of was doing that, but he did learn fairly quickly into the game that nobody actually gave a shit about the characters from his book, like the OCs, and that the cooler he tried to make them, and the more interesting he tried to make them when they showed up, that the less anybody wanted anything to do with them. Like, he did a whole, like, 15-minute intro for this character once, where it's like, you know, they came in to save the group in the middle of a big thing, and then, you know, he had them, like, come up and be like, hey, what's up? Glad I could help. And everybody just went, okay, see ya, thanks. Nobody cared. Literally nobody gave a shit. You killed him? That was a funny bit. Oh, if you know, going along the little tightrope. Is it over? Headcrit is really the only competent one here. Oriandra is talking about how good the illusions were. Let me see if there's any... Oh, nope. Interesting armor there. I would say also just charges, she just goes in full speed ahead. Amazing. Excellent. That's a good bit. So, I am going to chill here for a second while I go to the bathroom. And hopefully by then, the frame drops will have subsided. I will be right back. Oh no, I only have 52 minutes. This might be cutting it close. Honestly, this ties in perfectly with that shit I was talking about with Metaphor, where if I was playing this game in Japanese, you know, purely, and I wanted to check the drop table of this boss in English, literally nothing that I would search would bring that up. I would be looking like Frog Maestro boss, or like, his name was like Inkzan. Zone. In Japanese. And I would have absolutely no way of finding this boss. If the only thing I knew was his Japanese name, it would be not possible for me to search for him in English. Because how the fuck would I get... I'm like, oh yeah, you know, you've got, like, the Great Maestro. And in English, it's Ankthon, Lord of the Lengthsome Gate. Like, sure, bro. Why not? Fuck it. How the fuck am I supposed to actually look up anything about the game? It's just two different games. Yeah, katakana names by themselves are a pain in the ass. Ooh. Yeah, look at this. They go, bravo. Bravo. What a wonderful battle. Yeah, what a wonderful fight. Like, the whole thing is like, it's a performance. This bothers me more than I thought it would. Oh, look at it. Amazing. Amazing. I am a big fan of the music, the classic Final Fantasy theme here. Bravo! Yay! Oh, this is what this guy sounds like. Okay. Ah. Yeah, you sure didn't go easy on me. Yeah, that was a wonderful performance, though, wasn't it? As you don't see something this wonderful every day. There's something that delightful every day. So then, as promised, it's fine if we take the crown of shells. Or the shell crown. Oh, of course, of course. That there is the crown that you seek. And just be careful to make sure you don't break it. What is this frogman doing looking at me? What's this frogman doing looking at me? And you. Yeah, you truly are. Powerful. Quite impressive. Oh? Oh, like I want to see more of them. That human. Yeah, like keep observing them for a long, long time. Oh no. Yeah, why don't we just keep them here? Oh, how wonderful. Let's do that. We should get the fuck out of here. It's unanimous. So then, as payment for the crown, we'll have you. Oh? I mean, I get the feeling this won't work. Hey, open your eyes. Wake up. That's more wake up. Oh no. We're in Frogland. Well, you're alive. What, you can breathe underwater? Yeah, you were invited by the Fae and you find yourself at the bottom of the lake. Yeah, the flow really got you. Yeah, I've heard that they're born from the souls of those who drown. If it was anybody else, you would have become one of them. Yeah, that makes sense now. They're saying, like, they are born from death, right? Makes sense. Everyone else got sent back to the surface. Probably looking for you right about now. Yeah, when I was alive... Yeah, you heard him pronounce it. Fubuto. Fubuto. I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to say that in English. Like, Ubut? That just sounds awful. I genuinely have no... It doesn't sound great in Japanese. It's kind of got a... like a Tim Burton sound to it in Japanese, if that makes any sense. Go with Volbert? Ugh. I mean, you go with, like, Folbert. I mean, it would have to be, like, faux something. But no, also, it's still not that. I don't know what you would do. I don't know what you would do. When I was alive, this was the royal capital of a country called Fubuto. Fubuto. They had some really particular, like, customs and traditions. There were some pretty, stubborn bastards there, but... And once you got to know them, you could hardly find a better place to live. Yeah, it was in the mountains, so it got terribly cold in the winter. Yeah, I heard a bunch of, like, famous... Yeah, a bunch of stories about the place while eating, like, their famous lamb stew. And the lights of the town, like, never went out, always burning bright red. Lights in the city never went out, always burning bright red. Yeah, but that's all ancient history now. And there's... This is an interesting... Like, there are no people or places left that remember those days. And honestly, what were we even fighting for? This is sort of like his deal. They got rid of this in the English the first time he said it. Wow, I hate this. I just checked the English for these lines and they're terrible. Wake up, damn you. Oh, you're alive. Thank the gods. I don't know where you learned to breathe underwater, but it's lucky you can. I'm sure you had your reasons, but the first rule of dealing with the Fua is to not deal with the Fua. I hate this. Okay, that's enough looking at the English for one day. There aren't any gods here. Yeah. Who the fuck is he talking about? Like, has anybody in this whole world talked about any sort of deities? At any point ever? Why the fuck does Albert say thank the gods? Also remember, he says, like... No, what he said to Minfilia was we called out for anyone. Not any necessarily gods. They knew about Heidelin because they were warriors of light. But he said, you know, we were, like, on our world, we, like, screamed out to the sky for someone to save us. Someone, anyone, anything, and nobody answered. So, like, the concept of worshipping, quote-unquote, the gods does not exist. Wait, what? No, no way. Yeah, he says... Okay, like, what were we fighting for? I wonder, will you be able to save them? Or, like, can you save them instead of me, right? And from this calamity. Their future. Can you actually protect it? Can you actually save it? He's kind of trailing off here. He doesn't really know what he's even talking about, it seems. Like, he says, like, yeah, their future. Whoever it was, like, whoever and whatever it was that I was trying to protect. Okay, let me go back up from the top of this. Like, will you be able to save them? Or would you have been able to save them? Like, their future... You know, whoever and whatever it was I was trying to protect. He doesn't even remember, right? In the English, he's made it very clear he does not remember what he was doing. Like, if there were people he wanted to save that he cared about, he doesn't even remember them anymore. He doesn't give out any names, he doesn't say anything like that. He, like, dare ka no mirai. Momoritakatta nani ka mo. Nani mo ka mo. He, like, whatever those people were, whoever those people were I wanted to save, whatever it was that I was trying to protect. Doesn't even remember. In the English... Does the English version of any of that? Of course it doesn't. It always froze over in the winter, being up in the mountains, so we'd pull up our chairs around the fire and trade tales over steaming bowls of lamb stew, while street lamps burned hot and bright outside. All dead and buried now, them and anyone else who might remember. Everything we did, everything we gave, what was it for? I wonder, I hope, you'll have a better answer than this when all's said and done. In the Japanese, he doesn't remember what he did and what he gave. Like, the whole bit with him in the Japanese is that he just doesn't remember any of it. It doesn't matter anymore. It's been so long that any sort of urgency or any memory of what was so important is entirely gone. He's certain there must have been something, but he doesn't remember what it was. Yeah, and now you're showing parallels with, like, Ishgard. That makes sense. Hey, what's up, guys? And they won't let me get onto a mount. Here, I gotta swim back out.
Ha. はあ、はあ。私、もう一回、潜って探してくる。
Yeah, I'm going back in one more time to look for him.
いけません、アリゼ様。無理をされては、あなたの身まで危ない。どうか、しばし休息を。
You must not, Lady Alize. Yeah, any more than this, you'll be putting your own body at risk. Please, I beg you, rest.
どうだ、そっちは何か手がかりが。
How is it? You find anything?
で、オレオ、お前、戻ってこられたのか？
Wait. I mean, wait, you're back? Hey, what's up? They were just about to put out an Amber
だが
Alert.
大樹はないようで、心から安心したよ。
I see. So, yeah, you ended up at the bottom of the lake. Well, I'm just so glad that nothing too terrible seems to have happened.
本当に、もう、水に飲まれたと思ったら、いつの間にか地上に戻されてるわ。あなただけ、行方不明だわで、大混乱だったんだからね。
God, I mean, come on. Yeah, we all thought we were about to drown, but we ended up back here on the surface with only you missing. And we were all completely beside ourselves.
はい、貝殻の王冠。それだけは、ご丁寧に握らされたままになってたわ。
Yeah, here, the shell crown. It's like this is the only thing that they actually gave us, is like the only part of the bargain that they actually fulfilled.
お前も結局は無事に戻ってきたし、ひとまずは目的達成だな。
Yeah, well, you made it back in one piece, and I guess we can call this mission accomplished.
ああ、まだそこにいてくれてよかったわ。
Oh, this is an entirely different character. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you're still here. I'm assuming they're going to warn us against doing exactly what we just did.
どうかしたのかい？
Oh, Tsururin. What's the matter?
私たちのいるメグに大勢の人たちが近づいてきてるみたいなの。武器を持って怖い顔をした人たちよ。
Okay, it looks like there's a lot of humans approaching Omeg. They've got weapons and they look really scary. Well, it's more like, they got really angry looks on their face.
あれはあなたたちの仲間かしら？
Are they friends of yours?
増援だったら嬉しいところだが、クリスタリウムは今、町から衛兵団を動かせないはずだ。まず間違いなく、俺たちを追ってきたユールモア軍だろうな。
That'd be wonderful if it was reinforcements, but the Crystallium is likely not going to be dispatching the guard from the city right now, so there's no mistaking it. It's gotta be the Yulvar army chasing us.
あら、仲間ではないのね。だったら、遊び倒してしまってもいいかしら？
Oh no. 遊び倒して. Oh, they're not your friends then. So then you wouldn't mind if we had them. Would you?
念のため、私が同行して確認しよう。相手が、ユールモア軍ならば、君たちの力を大いに貸してほしい。
Yeah, just to be safe, I'll go with you to make sure that it's them. If it is the Yulvar army, then by all means, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
素敵、とても楽しそう。アルフィノが来てくれるということは、ありべもよね。
is a hard
違
one
って
to
同
get
じな
into
可愛い
English.
双子。
Asobi is a weird one to get into English, but it's like they are going to, they're going to play some very lethal games. They're just going to go full saw on their asses. It's not really like they're going to go jigsaw, but it's more like, we're going to lead them astray and that'll be that. Just go with play with them. The implication is already there. Yeah, that's fair. You might just put play in italics. Oh, how wonderful. I'm looking forward to it so much. But, yeah, if Alfino is coming with me, then, yeah, Alize has to as well. I mean, like, you're twins after all. Yeah. You're both so adorable.
ただし、遊び相手は私たちじゃなくてユールモア軍だから。そこのところ忘れないでよね。
Yeah, that's fine. However, yeah, we're not your playmates this time. It's the Yulvar army. As long as we're clear on that.
それでは、私たちは、ピクシー族と共に行ってくる。宝集めを任せてしまって申し訳ないが。
Yeah, well then we're off to go back to the Pixies. My apologies, it looks like the treasure you're gonna have to take over the treasure hunt without us. Neither of these options are very fun. I'm just gonna say, don't worry, I got this.
ああ、任せた。後でまた、お互いに無事で会おう。
Count on you. Yeah, stay safe out there. We'll meet again soon.
ユールモア軍であれば、ランジーと将軍が率いていることは、間違いない。あの老兵は強いぞ、本当にな。
So, okay, hold up. How are they gonna deal with the pixie stuff? Like, I already forgot about this until Thancred just mentioned it. But they do have that, like, Kung Fu warrior on their side. So what, is he just gonna do Kung Fu at the pixies? To get them to, like, lift the the wandering curse or whatever. How the fuck is that going to work?
かくなる上は、強行軍になりますが、このまま次の目的地へと行く。宝を持つ、残り2つの種族のうち、より近くに拠点があるのは、
Is
モウ
snake
族
can
で
eat them?
す。
I wouldn't worry about it. Wait a minute, Uriandra can say some, like, kind of funny stuff. He's like, it looks like we're going to have to... This might turn into, like, a bit of a forced march. But let's proceed to our next objective. To our next location. Power within. Okay, the two remaining, races with holding one of these treasures. The closest is the Mo.
彼らは、この地が妖精教となる前からの住民で、最も人に親しんでいる妖精でもあります。私に情報を提供してくれているのも、おおむね彼らなのですよ。
Huh, okay, they lived here before the, like, place became the domain of the fairies. Yeah, they're, So it's like, yeah, during the time of the previous kingdom, they're quite familiar with people. Are you familiar with humans? Yeah, the majority of the information that I gathered came from them.
それでは、一旦、私の借りていた、徳学者の荘園あたりへ向かいましょう。
Okay, let's return back to the, like, yeah, the... Scholars Hall. I rented from them once. Huh. Hall of Scholars. Manor of Scholars. It's more just like, you know, of Bokugakusha. Yeah, I mean, that is just scholar, pretty much. I really like how they don't put aetherettes at the places that you gotta go to very frequently to make you do fates in order to get riding tickets, and then fucking unlock flying on a per zone basis. I love chores. There's nothing I enjoy more. I still just think that the best way that they handled flying was the way they did it in an ARR, which is just you finish the base story, you unlock flying in all the zones. Just do that. Just do that. For all of them.
さて、この先の峠を越えた先に、もう族の暮らす、プラエンに竹靴があります。
Okay, so then, yeah, do we cross over this pass? Yeah, there's like a mushroom cavern. The Praini mushroom cavern? Where the Nemo live?
サンクレッドとミンフィリアには、様子見も兼ねて、先に向かってもらいました。私たちも、進むといたしましょう。
They're going to be feeling to go ahead to see it, to scout the place out ahead of us? Okay. I already don't like the name of these things. These things being called, like, Moa gives me bad vibes. And now that I'm learning that they, like, live in a mushroom cave, I like this place less and less. These things are gonna be fucked up, aren't they? They're from Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. What is... I hate this. I hate this place. I hate this place so much. They call them Numol. Hold up. Let me look up what they look like in Final Fantasy Tactics then. Do I
湖畔に
recognize
しては
these
険
things?
しい道でしょう。不風島王国の時代、ここは本当に山道だったそうです。
Ooh, Oh, I was gonna say, I kind of remember them from Final Fantasy 12. These... Hold up. I'm gonna say something insane, but... Like, this is completely insane, but I think also the most accurate statement I will make all stream, which is, I look at this thing, and what I see is the profile picture for the most fucking deranged furry you will ever deal with on Twitter. Am I wrong? I'll say, exactly. Exactly. Like, anybody who's got a persona that looks like this will stab you. They will slash your tires. I look at this thing and I immediately see danger. Instantly. Danger. Run. So yeah, quite a rough path for yeah, like a lakeside. The era of the Kingdom of Fubuto. This was a true mountain pass.
あの巨大な湖は、人の去った、この地に、風は族が来た際に、水を呼び込んで作られたもの。もともとは、王都のある谷間でした。
Yeah, the massive lake was created when the flood brought in, like, called down water after the like, humans vanished from this place, or, all died out. Originally, it was a valley where the royal capital was located.
私たちが、今いる場所は、いわば郊外、山を登った先にある、放牧地だったのです。
いわば。Yeah, Yeah, where we are right now is like a suburb, so to speak. Or it's more like, no, where we are now is like the outskirts of the royal village. It's outskirts, not suburb. What am I talking about? It's like a pasture. Or it's like, yeah, there was like a pasture for animals to graze just beyond the mountains here.
環境を変えてしまった妖精たちを責めることはできません。人はそれ以前にこの土地を捨てたのですから。
We can't blame the Fae for changing the environment. And people abandoned this place long before that.
どちらかといえば私は、人にこれだけのものを捨てさせた罪悔いが、光の氾濫という世界の滅亡が恐ろしく悲しい。
Yeah, this is Urianger. Like, this is his actual character. Yeah, if anything, I find it so incredibly sad. That, humans were made to abandon so much. As a result of the Sin Eaters and the destruction caused by the flood of light. Yeah. He says, 恐ろしく悲しい. Like how utterly, like, terribly sad. It's very sentimental. The English says, the blame for that lieth rightly with the light, a force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees, an entire world, that it should have been allowed to rise up unchecked, is the greater regret. He's just kind of describing shit in the English. Like, there's zero emotion in his lines, man.
それでも、オレオさん、私は、こちらに招かれたことに感謝しています。
Yeah, still, I'm incredibly grateful that I was summoned here.
私はかつて、原初世界に渡ってきた、アルバートたち光の戦士と、光の巫女たる、ミンフィリアを引き合わせました。
Yeah, it's like I once was the one who brought, yeah, Ardbert, Arubato, Arubato, not Arudobato, Arubato. There isn't a D in there. Yeah, I once was the one who brought together the, Minfilia, the Maiden of Light, and, yeah, Albert and the other Warriors of Light who crossed over to who came over to the original world. It's like, it's like it's my fault that that this whole situation kind of happened.
なればこそ、もし第8零祭の阻止という大義名分がなかったとしても、私は、この世界の未来のために尽力すべきでしょ
う。That's interesting. 大義名分がなかったとしても、Yeah, it's like that is precisely why. Even if there were no great reason for preventing the the 8th calamity, I ought to do everything in my power to save this world.
う。いえ、義務であるかのように言うのはよくありませんね。これは、ある方からの受け売りのようなものなのですが。
Yeah. Yeah, and he says here, no, I shouldn't describe it as though I'm doing this out of obligation. What are you goingようなものなのですが I'm not entirely... I'm assuming that the next line is going to make this make more sense, so I'll come back to it.
大切な人の歩んだ道を悲しい結末になどさせるものか、そのために自分は戦い続ける。私もそういった心持ちなのです。
Okay. That makes a bit more sense, but He is being rather roundabout with that. ようなもののなのですが、like, 有利のようなもののなのですが. God, there's so many conditionals there. Yeah, and this... Look at the expression on his face and this line, like... Yeah, it's like, I will not allow the... Like, I cannot allow the... You know, the stories of those who, you know, matter the most to me to have sad endings. You know, that is why I will continue to fight. You know, that's just, you know, how I feel. Everything that he describes is in terms of emotional sentimentality, right? He specifically says, like, no, I shouldn't describe this as though it's, like, an obligation or I'm doing this out of a sense of duty. I'm doing this because I want to make sure that the people who matter to me are, you know, get to be happy. And also, this line up here is like, you know, doing right by Moenbrita as well. Like, this is something that they worked on together, and so he's not gonna let it go to waste.
第一世界での戦いも、ただならぬものになりそうですが、必ずや最後まで、共に戦い抜きましょ
う。The English, of course, completely does away with that. He says, only right, I say, though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. In truth, I can no more ignore the plight of this world than I can choose to stop breathing, and thus do I labor for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. Where is the emotion in his lines, man? As yeah, the fight for the first world will be unlike anything we have ever faced before. But I promise you, I will fight by your side until the very end.
ああ、いたいた。やっぱり人がいたよ。
Oh, there they are. Yeah, I knew there'd be people here.
あなたは私たちに何かご用でしょうか
Who are you? Do you have any business with us?
用事なんてないよ。ただ、人の匂いがしたから遊びに来ただけ。ねえねえ、遊ぼうよ。
No, we don't have any business. You know, we smelled humans, so we came here to play. Come on, let's play.
なるほど、
Okay, we need
イ
to...
ガラーンのピクシー族ではないようですね。
I see, you must not be any pixies from outside of Ditaran.
申し訳ありませんが、私たちは先を急いでいます。遊びならば、また後日。
遊びならばまた後日. Okay. This is great. This is a peak Urianger line. Yeah, my apologies, but we are in quite a bit of a hurry. If you would like to play, then perhaps another time.
あら、急いでる？先を急いでいるって言った？うふふふ、それなら、こうしちゃえ。
Oh, you're in a hurry? Yeah, you need to make haste? Oh, okay, then let's do this then. Oh, they're going to castle it on us to make us go faster. Oh, or no? Oh, they just teleported us.
ふむ、転移魔法をかけられたようですね。あまり遠くに飛ばされなかったのが、不幸中の幸いですが。
Cool too, no size. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like they use some form of teleportation magic on us. Oh, the one silver lining here is that it seems that we weren't teleported too far.
あの様子では、こちらを見つけ次第、また魔法をかけてくるかもしれません。かといって、迂回していくのも時間がかかる。
From the looks of it, if they find us again, they're going to use the same magic on us. However, avoiding them will take quite a lot of time.
かくなる上は、イルメグで暮らすにあたって学んだ、妖精よけのまじないを使うといたしましょ
う。Okay. Yeah, so then, let me use this, spell that I learned in Ilmeg. Yeah, it's a spell like a charm to ward off fairies.
まじないが効いている間は、妖精からこちらの姿が見えなくなります。その隙に、この峠道を通り抜けてください。
Okay, while it's in it. Okay, why didn't we just use this from the beginning? Yeah, while it's in effect, the fairies won't be able to see us. We'll use that time to go through the pass. Okay, why didn't we just use this from the get-go? Is there any particular reason we didn't just use this from the get-go? Are you sure? Was he just out here having fun on purpose? I mean, I understand that he likes this place quite a lot, but still.
それでは、妖精よけのまじないをおかけします。効果がある間に、このまじないは対象が小さく、静かなほど効果がある。くれぐれも騎乗はしないよう、お願いいたしますね。では。
Okay. Smaller required of the object, the more effective it is. So yeah, please don't go on horseback. Don't use a mount.
もう一度、妖精よけのまじないをいたしましょう。
Okay. Is there any particular reason why I wouldn't just... Oh yeah, where are those? Where are those humans? Okay. We just kind of zoom right through. They're wondering what sort of game we should play when they find us. Me when I get you. Me when I fucking get you. They should be here by now, right? What was the point of this minigame? Okay. Sure. Great minigame, guys. Just the best. Huge fan. You know, honestly, that's the award-winning gameplay that Final Fantasy XIV is known for.
こちらは異常なしです。
Oh yeah, everything's normal here.
すぐ後ろにいるものだと思ってたが、ずいぶん遅かったじゃないか。何かあったのか?
I thought you guys would have been right behind us, but you pretty late. What? Something happened?
なるほど、そいつは災難だったな。
そいつは災難だったな。I see. Yeah, you ran into a... It's like a... Describing it as Cyanon is interesting. Like, that's very unfortunate. Huh? English says, I see, yes, I'd say that's a valid excuse for lateness. You are hereby forgiven. Why did they make Thancred into like a sassy mean girl in the English? What?
だが、ついに目的地に到着だ。この割れ目の先が、もう族の住む、プラエンにタペクツ。ウリエンジェが来るのを待って、入ってみよう。
Ooh, the audio is peaking here. Let me turn this back down. That's probably pretty loud. Yeah, but we're finally here. Yeah, at the end of this crack, fissure, chasm. This is the Furaini or Puraini in the Mushroom Grotto. Where the Nimol live? Okay. Let's wait for Andrew. Oh. Mushrooms! Oh no. These Eeyore-looking motherfuckers.
大変だ。人がいっぱい来た。
Oh no, there's so many humans here. Oh no. Oh no.
おい、怯えられてるぞ。もうは、人と親しい妖精だと、お前、言ってなかったか？
This is such a good bit between the two of them. He's like, hey, like the thing was terrified. I'm pretty sure you said that the Nmo were like really familiar with people, like they're really close with humans. The Nmo は人と親しい妖精だとお前言ってなかったか? Like, I'm sorry, didn't you say that? The fuck? He's just calling him out explicitly. Wonderful. And there's all of my my enthusiasm is gone. I thought you said the new mole were man's best friends. The poor thing was beside itself with fear. I'm sorry, they don't even look anything like dogs. Why are you doing a man's best friend joke? I'm just... Every day we get further. Every day it gets worse. It just gets a little bit dumber every time. It just gets a bit dumber every time. It really is just every single line is wrong.
ええ、相違はありません。あれは怯えているのではなく。
そういうはありません。Wait a second, that's great. It's like, yeah, I thought you said that, like, hey, thought you said these things were, really familiar with humans? Like, you did say that, right? He said, yes, that is what I said. そういうはありません. This is like, yes, that's correct. Entirely. There's no discrepancy in what I said and what you just saw. Yeah, that is not it being frightened.
困りますったら困ります。人が急に大勢でいらっしゃるなんて。
Oh, how troublesome, how troublesome. Or, it's like, what do I do? What do I do? Or, what do we do? What do we do? For this many humans to show up at once?
嬉しくて困ってしまいます。
I hate these little fuckers. Oh my god. It's like, oh, I'm just so... It's like, oh, we're just so beside ourselves with excitement. Ooh. Ugh. They're so happy.
お久しぶりですね、ウィドイコールインク長老。他のモウ族の皆さんも。
It's been quite a long time. Elder Window Ink? Window Ink? And the rest of the Mo?
今日はあなた方の持つ石の
I don't know what the katakana names here are
次第なのですが
absolute nonsense. Window Ink. Ink. Like, I don't know what the ink is supposed to be. Like, I think that's probably, it is probably supposed to be like a stand-in for some Welsh shit, but... Or, you know, Celtic, but you cannot do those sort of names in katakana, and so trying to reverse engineer what it's likely to be is impossible. And this is where you would normally turn to the English or something, but as we've seen, you can't actually rely on that for shit, because they'll just translate, you know, a frog guy to be, like, long-legged Larry. One of the better Aesop Rock songs. Yeah, we've... Yeah, come to inquire as to whether or not you would allow us to borrow the stone scepter you have in your possession.
石の杖ですと。ということは、城の封印を解くおつもりで
The stone scepter, the stone staff. So, then you intend to lift the seal on the castle.
困りますったら困ります。そんなことをして、ティターニア様が解き放たれでもしたら、今度はどれだけの被害が出ることか。
Yeah. Oh, what do we do? What shall we do? If you do that and King and or Lady Titania is released, who knows how much damage she'll do this time. Also, by the way, so let me check this. Yeah, if the king is set free, none here will be safe. They go full gender neutral for Titania in the English, right? That doesn't make any sense. And I looked it up online. Literally nobody who played the game in Japanese got anything even remotely close to that read. The fact that they say king, they use the title King of the Fairies, does not matter. Like, it doesn't matter. For example, if you were in One Piece, right? The title is King of the Pirates. Right? If you become King of the Pirates, people aren't going to suddenly start, like, using the, like, gender-neutral pronouns for you. I genuinely think, considering everything that we've seen, that they just saw the word king. They're like, oh, fairy king. Oh, king is masculine, but Titania is a female character. It's Titania is the queen of the fairies, so why are they calling her the king? And then they just didn't understand that you can use the word king. You can use o in Japanese for female characters, and it's totally fine. It's literally not a problem whatsoever. Nobody thinks of it that way. The word o in Japanese is more or less gender neutral when it comes to fantasy. Meaning, Titania clearly has female pronouns. Going gender neutral for it just kind of makes me think that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, it doesn't even really feel like you're trying to push an agenda or anything or whatever. It just feels like you're dumb. And you don't know shit about Japanese fiction or fantasy or mythology. It's just genuinely uneducated.
私たちモウは古くからこの土地に住まう妖精。 他の種族とは違って、ここがどれほど荒れ果てようが出ていくことなど考えられませぬ。
Yeah, we the Mo have lived in this place for a very, very long time. Yeah, we're fairies who have lived in this place for a very, very long time. Yeah, unlike the other races of fairies. Yeah, no matter how ruined this place becomes, we won't, yeah, we can't even think of leaving to go somewhere else.
故に、積み食いに落ちたティターニア様を封じる時も、私たちモウが最も多くの犠牲を払って頑張ったのですよ。
Yeah, that's why, that's why we, the Mo, sacrificed, we had, so many of us lost our lives to steal, King or Lady Titania in the first place. As we went through so much trouble, it was these guys talk in a very pathetic way in the Japanese. Like, these really are some like Winnie the Pooh ass losers. Like, when we went through all the trouble of sealing her up in the... And now you're just gonna let her out? Aw, gee. I don't know about that. Look... I want to say the bottom option so bad. This is the bottom option is seriously just shut the hell up and hand it over. Just shut the fuck up and hand it over. I do not care. You could go like, don't worry, we'll take care of it. I'm just gonna be like, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, give me the staff.
ひえ、困ります。
Yeah. Oh no, what shall we do? Can we just bully them? Can we just bully them?
この方は大罪食いを倒すに足る強さと放たれた光を相殺する特別な力をお持ちなのです。
Elder, this person has... Yeah. As powerful enough to defeat a great Sin Eater, and has a peculiar special ability to absorb the light emitted when they, the light that's released when they die. Well, it's not really absorb, it's again soul side, it's like cancel out.
あなた方と土地への思い入れこそ違うかもしれませんが、罪食いを退け、平和を取り戻したいと願っているのは、
Yeah, we may not share... Yeah, it's offset neutralize. True. Yeah, we might not share your, like, deep... Yeah, we might not share your deep emotional attachment to this land. However, yeah, we wish to defeat the Sin Eaters and restore peace. Yeah, we're aligned in that we wish to defeat the Sin Eaters and restore peace.
この美しく歴史ある地をまさしき形に戻さんがため、力を貸してはいただけないでしょうか。
Will you not allow us to help you restore this beautiful and historic land to the way it ought to be?
これまでの取引からウリエンジェ殿が前期人であることは承知しております。そちらのお方には確かにただならぬ力があるのでしょう。
Yeah, from our From our past dealings with him, I know full well that Mr. Ranger is quite a good person. If you say so, I'm sure they must be quite powerful.
それに、あなたのおっしゃる通り、私たちの最愛の力罪悔いと光を、そう得るのならば、願ってもないことです。
Besides, as just like you said, we want, nothing more than to rid this place of the Sin Eaters. Yeah, our beloved land of the Sin Eaters, and see the light pushed back. You know? Like, see the light
や
rebelled?
はり、即決はできませぬ。一月ほど、皆と話し合う時間をいただきとうございます。
Oh my god. However, we can't come to a decision so quickly. I mean, we'll need at least a month to talk it over with everybody. A fucking
どうする
month.
ユールマ軍も迫っている状況で、とてもじゃないが、一月なんて待てないぞ。
Yeah, what are we gonna do? With, considering that we got the Yulvorn army chasing us, I don't think we have a month to give.
長老、皆さん、私たちは、大変、困っているのです。
Yeah. Elders, people of the mall, we are... fuck. So this is a problem. This is a problem. The thing is that the phrase komatteru, they've been repeating it over and over. It's like their little catchphrase, right? But depending on context, you would want to translate it in different ways in the English. Like, when they go, komatteru, komatteru. You know, like, that's more like, oh, whatever shall we do, whatever shall we do. But here... Ugh. You could use bothered. But then you're running a risk of it being... Then it's a direct Winnie the Pooh reference, and you don't want to do fucking references. Like, you know, that would make me want to... I would want to jump off a bridge if I were to suggest having them say, oh, what a bother, what a bother. Like, no. But Urianger is invoking the phrase komatteru as some form of magic spell on them, where the idea of being inconvenienced trumps all. Right? So, this is a very fun one. The fact that they do like a dramatic punch-in on him, he's using the phrase. Oh shit. Well, I mean, if it's... You could do in trouble / troubled. Yeah. This is rough. For the sake of this gloss, just know that this lines up with that thing they've been saying all the time, going, oh, komattemasu, komatteru, komatteru. Yeah, elders, people of the mall, we are in quite a deal of trouble.
無礼は承知で、どうにかもう少しお早い判断をお願いできないでしょうか。
I'm fully aware that this is incredibly rude, but please, could you somehow make this decision a bit quicker? And yeah, he puts it into quotes, komatteru and onegai. So, it's like their entire culture works off of politeness and just like, ooh, you know, if it's a request and if it's not to be a bother. Yeah, they call them the equivalent exchange tribe. Yeah, like they work on favors and God, it's like, oh God, this is the exact rule This is like dealing with my fucking Jewish grandparents. It's just like, oh, I don't want to be a bother. It's like, look, I understand there's a lot of things going on, but I mean, this is quite troubling for me. I'm just wondering if there's any way possibly that you could, I mean, I don't want to be a bother, but if there's any way at all that you could make this go a little bit faster, I would greatly appreciate it. You do that and it's just like, you're in. You're fucking in. You are in. And that's what that's the bit that's going on here. Amazing.
困ってる?
出る?
お
願い。
お願い? ふあ
They're in trouble. Please. Oh.
いけませぬ。そんな私たちに
Yeah, you can't. I mean, we.
人の手伝いを生きがいとする私たちにそのような魅惑の言葉は困ります。
Fucking. 人の手伝いの生きがいとする私たちにそのような。Yeah, you can't say things like that to us. We like, we love nothing more than to help humans. You can't say things like, something that enticing to us. Heed the siren song, check the wiki. But, okay, so these little guys are basically like, they're your like classic helpful fae where they go around and do stuff around the house and stuff. And they really like helping people. They want to be helpful. Right? It's a classic bit. Like your little house fairies and stuff like that. There's tons of stuff that you can, there's tons of stuff that you can draw on from that. Or inspiration from, like Celtic mythology and things like that. It would really take like about 30 seconds in order to come up with something good for that and to learn about like house fairies and all of that stuff. Or you could just be these guys. You could just be the English translators. And you can just kind of like write the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. So this is in the game somehow. This is somehow in the game. Also, acquiesce to our request is a Pirates of the Caribbean reference. Elder, given all that is at stake, I cannot well expect thee simply to roll over and acquiesce to our request, but even now a powerful foe draweth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten thy deliberations, that thou mightst fetch us the scepter, while there is yet time to use it. Roll over, fetch. You know full well that naught gives us greater pleasure than to render aid to men. You know full well, yet you speak the words of power regardless. It's unfair, I tell you. This almost feels racist? I don't know against who, but... like, yeah? So... I'm sorry, was this translated by someone with, like... Is this like someone, like, medieval monk who has never seen a dog before? Like... like... Like, is it just one of these? Like some manuscript where a dude who has never seen a horse or an elephant is just like, yeah, this is close enough. I think that's supposed to be a rabbit. How do in what universe do these look like dogs? In what universe do these look like dogs? In any way, shape, or form. This is an obvious reference to the concept of, like, helper sprites and helper fairies across all sorts of mythologies that have this sort of inspiration. But I mean, also, it's clearly Celtic. They've got, like, the mushroom circles and shit like that, and look at, like, look at the little mushroom houses. They like to help out people. How are these dogs? I don't understand how this happens. This is one of these things that is so wrong that I do not understand how you reached this conclusion. Are these guys just literally weak to the literal magic words please and thank you? No, they're weak to the words komaru. Like, he says that they're in trouble. That they're in trouble and they need help. And that's, like, been their little catchphrase of, like, oh no, komarimasu, komarimasu. And so, Urianger flips that on them and says, we're in trouble. And so, could you please help? And they go, oh, I mean, if you're in trouble and you need help, oh no, we have to. Oh shit. And everybody else is just, oh god, what the fuck?
私たちは困っている人の元を訪れて手助けをし、相応の対価をもらうことを名誉としています。
Yeah, like, this is their bit. Yeah. Yeah, this is like, you know, it's our honor to aid humans humans who are in trouble and need help, and receive, equivalent compensation in return. That's their bit, is that people who need help call out to them for help, and you gotta pay them something for their assistance.
しかし、フッブート王国が滅んでからは、そういった取引の機会に恵まれず、久々に頼み事などされますと、抗いがたい。
Yeah, this is a classic bit. Yeah, however, since the fall of the Fuhuto kingdom, we haven't had the opportunity to have such a deal, have such a transaction. It's been so long since anyone asked us for a favor. Oh, we can't resist.
わかりました。かくなる上は、できるだけ、早急にお返事することを、お約束いたしましょ
う。I understand. We'll attempt to get back to you with our answer as soon as possible. We promise.
代わりに、結論が出るまではここに泊まり、皆の名誉になるような取引をしてやってほしいのです。
However, in return, I'd like you to stay here until we've reached our conclusion. So they use the term みんなの名誉になるような取引を. It's like, so a appropriate deal can be struck. Or a deal that honors all parties can be struck. It's like their bit here. This is good. This is a fun way of doing this. These little fuckers. Why did they make them dogs? I'm so embarrassed for them. Like, the thing with them making Titania gender neutral is embarrassing. It's just like, maybe Google something. Like, okay, there's one thing that I've seen recently that is more embarrassing. There's exactly one thing that I've seen recently that is more embarrassing. In terms of, just like, you could have just Googled something. Like, how did you fuck this up? And that would be... I am curious if how many people here will know what is wrong with this just by looking at it. One second, please. But yeah, of course it's all made up. It's like the weird dog thing, of course it's made up. Okay, so question, guys. Who can tell me what is wrong with this image? Can anybody tell me what's wrong with this image just by looking at it? Anyone other than Dak? So I'm assuming Dak would know. No idea? Japanese Twitter was rolling over this one. Is this loss? Good guess. No. Basically, that thing in the middle of the fire pit there... Oh, Christ, is this Assassin's Creed? Yes. The thing in the middle of the fire pit there. That's the pot that you use to cook rice. And it's just kind of sitting in the middle of a fire pit. So obviously, like an old school Japanese fire pit house, this is a very, very simple thing, an irori. You hang stuff above a flame to cook it. And also, you don't put one of those things in there. The little pot to cook rice is often a completely separate part of the house, built into like a permanent fixture because it's the pot that you cook fucking rice in. This is the rough equivalent of if you had a character, like imagine that you were playing like a Chinese Black Ops style game, and they showed a cutscene of like a 1950s style housewife taking a nice American apple pie and putting it in the dishwasher. Then you take some frozen hamburger patties and you put them in the little pop-up toaster, as Americans do. And when you're done, maybe you could, you know, then they pull out some, like, nicely, freshly cleaned laundry out of the fridge. This is so stupid that if you just Googled what an irori is, you would see the correct setup. I have genuinely no idea how they managed to do this. And that's basically what everybody on Japanese Twitter said. Like, how did you even manage this? How did you manage to fuck this up? Literally any source you looked at would show you the correct setup. What even is this? This is the only thing that I've seen recently that is even close to as embarrassing. Ubisoft outsources, my guess? But that's the thing, though. You couldn't have gotten it by outsourcing. Because if you just went, okay, I wonder how you make like, what an irori is... You would, like, the first image on Google is the correct setup. So somebody would have had to have the model for the rice cooker thing, have the model for the irori, and then just not Google anything and just kind of go, yeah, that probably goes in there. It's wrong it's not just that it's wrong in a way that is baffling. Where did you even, how did you possibly fuck this up? Like, the dude who placed the assets is different from the guy who made them? It has to be that. But then, like... But, like, they made the assets and then they just gave the assets to a guy and the guy who was placing the assets didn't look up anything? They're just like, oh, this is probably where this goes? Yeah, like, how? How does that occur? I don't know. It's like if you were making a car in a video game, and the driver's seat, like the steering wheel, was in the back seat. Just like, how did you even do that? How did you manage it? It doesn't make sense. Similarly, how do you look at these things and go, dog, fetch, roll over? How? Who? Who made the suggestion? Who else agreed to it? Where did this come from? How? Genuinely, I want to know. How did you manage this? Yeah, they look like the tortoise from over the hedge. They look like fucking Eeyore. Winnie the Pooh. Anything. Like, if I was going to be a hack fraud and make a reference, it would be, oh, what a bother. Oh, I'm 1,000 Acre Wood, I want my honey. My name's Winnie the Pooh. Dog is the last thing I would think. This is so bizarre.
ではでは、あなたも、ぜひ、もう族と取引をしていってくださいませ。
So then, I hope you'll do business with the new wall.
そうですな。修理屋のマーンイコールオセなど、いかがでしょう？かつてはフッブートの騎士たちに重宝された名職人でした。
マンオセ。Oh, so they just want us to do, like, chores. Okay, what about the repairman? Monose? As a master craftsman. Or it's like, yeah, an artisan. Very famous for how useful he was to the knights of Fufuto.
しかし今はその腕をキノコのようにカビさせるばかり。人と取引できるとあらば、きっと喜ぶでしょう。では、私は石の杖の件を相談してまいります。
Yeah. However, his skills are like as moldy as mushrooms. His arms are moldy as mushrooms. I'm sure he would be delighted to do business with humans again. I'll go talk about the Stone Scepter. What are we doing for this guy? I'm assuming any of these ones that we talk to, it's going to be like, they're gonna be like Smurfs or some shit.
キノコの胞子にいろんな錬金薬を混ぜ混ぜしてコトコト煮込んで魔法薬を作っているんすよ。
Oh wow! Oh, they mix mushroom spores with a bunch of other ingredients, made potions. Cool. What is this? Are they eating mushrooms? Wait, what is that? What is that? Hold up. Is that mushroom? That is mushrooms. Everything is mushrooms. Thancred probably is... Yeah, Thancred probably hates this place.
要求される対価が簡単に渡せるものだといいが。
Yeah, hopefully what they want is something that we can deliver easily. Yeah, dogs, very famous for eating mushrooms. Yeah, like for growing mushrooms and eating mushrooms and making potions and living in little fairy houses. You know, like a little Smurf village. They're very, very dog-like. All of these mannerisms, incredibly dog-like. This might be the most bafflingly stupid change. This is, hold up, guys, question. This or Leviabetus? This or Leviabetus? Which one is dumber / more embarrassing? I think this one takes it. Like, I think this one takes it. I think this is officially the dumbest individual translation in the game so far. Leviabetus was one line? Correct. Yeah, there was a joke in the English for, like, a guy was getting the name of Leviathan wrong. And was calling it Debiatan, or Leviathan. And it's like, you know, a little diminutive name. And in English, they had him call him Leviabetus instead, which doesn't make any sense, and it's just like an internet meme. But this is just like a complete... It's not even that hard.
この集落のことが知りたいの？まあ、そのくらいなら大した対価も必要なさそうだね。私のおしゃべり。
Okay, they want you to... Okay, you can learn about the villager. I don't particularly want to learn that much.
全キリン人のような妖精です。ただ、温厚そうな彼らにも厳密な不分率が存在する。
Yeah, like, here you go. Yeah, more are fairies are like having good neighbors. However, yeah, despite how gentle they are, they have very strict, unwritten rules.
取引の際には要求されたのとぴったり同じだけの対価を払うようお気をつけください。
You must be careful to pay exactly what was agreed upon for a transaction.
リダラーンの方には時折人も迷い込むと聞くわ。でもピクシーったらそれをすぐ送信にしてしまうそうなの。何の取引もせず物言わぬ姿にするなんて信じられない。
Yeah, okay, this is the bit that's supposed to make him seem kind of scary. I've heard that humans often wander into Nidaran, but apparently the pixies just turn him right into hedge people right away. It's such a... I can't believe they would just do that without even making any sort of deal with them. That's the bit that they're... Like, they say they like helping out people a lot, but I'm assuming if you were to go back on the deal that you make with one of these guys, they'll fucking kill you. You know, pay what you owe. Oh, god damn it. I need to go get that now. I saw it. I need to go get it. Hold on.
モウ族に手伝ってもらいたいこと何かあったかな?
Wonder if there's anything we can help them with. Yeah, the dog thing really kind of, yeah, it does kill the whole, like, these are still Fae and they will fuck you up if you, go back on a deal. Like, that's sort of the opposite of dogs.
やあ、何か困ったことはないかい？僕でよければ手伝うし、使い魔のポークシーだっているよ。取引が必要な時は、どうか僕にお申し付けを。
Oh, he's got a little familiar named Poxy. Not Pixie, it's Poxy. Yeah, the dog thing makes it seem like you could just, like, literally order them to do whatever, and they'll just do it. Whereas... in reality, it's more like they're itching to make a deal. Which is far more classical Fae and a bit more sinister, where even, like, you know, helpful Fae are still, like, dangerous.
葉っぱが1182枚、1183枚、1184枚。あれ？あそこはもう数えたっけ？
Oh no. Yeah, it's like... 1,182 leaves. 1,183 leaves. 1,184 leaves. Huh? Did I already count that one? He's literally just counting leaves.
やあ？ 人
Or like blades of grass. No, it's blades of grass. Hoppa can be a bunch of different stuff. Actually, I choose to believe that he's referring to that hoppa. These dudes grow that good shit. Technically, hoppa can also mean weed LMAO. I choose to believe that it's that one. Huh? What? What? A human?
うわーい。やったー。こんにちは、人の人。武器
人の
や道具
人。
がくたびれてきて困ってはいませんか
Okay, 人の人 is great. I don't know how the fuck you would translate that. You're just like, whoa, wow, amazing, yay! Hello, human. Yay, nice to meet you. Yeah, your weapons or armor worn out? Are you in trouble because your weapons or armor are worn out?
もし僕にモスフングスの足を2つくれたなら、あなたの装備を修理しますよ。
Yeah, if you give me 2 moss fungus legs, I'll repair your equipment perfectly, as much as you want.
モスフング
Or
スの
it's
足
not
は
like
この
permanently,
洞
but it's
窟
like,
の
it's
外
like
に
I'll
モ
fix
ス
all
フン
your
グスか
stuff.
ら切り落とせます。よければ、いえ、
Not
ぜ
in
ひ
perpetuity.
取引をしましょ
Yeah, you can get moss fungus legs from the moss fungus outside the cave. You could cut their legs off. If you don't mind, no, please, let's make a deal. Yeah, this is what they mean. They do. This is the most MMO-ass quest that they've given me so far. I need you to kill 3 boar. And if this was any other MMO, these moss fungus legs would have like a 1 in 30 drop rate, or if it was RuneScape, it would be 1 in 300. And that would be considered pretty reasonable. God, man, I love RuneScape videos so much. It's great. They are the absolute best second monitor content because you get to hear just the most insane shit said casually. Like, somebody will say like, oh yeah, so I'm going to be grinding for the pet from the new boss. It's a 1 in 3,000 drop rate, but if you give up all of the loot from the boss, it turns into a 1 in 1,500 drop rate, so it's actually not that bad. It's like, oh wow, I got the pet after only 2,700 kills, and it only took me 2 weeks of 10 hours a day. That was a lot faster than I expected. You're just like, Godspeed, you fucking insane people. Look at them go. It is a thing of beauty. Honestly. RuneScape players are just built completely different. The crazy thing is that since the game that they play is entirely delayed gratification, pretty much all of them are like ridiculously good at video editing or some other like actionable skill set or like, useful skill set. Because they'll just be like AFK grinding Slayer for 350 hours to go from level 82 to 93 Slayer when the max is 99, and that only gets them about halfway to 99. And over those like 400 hours, they've just learned like professional level video editing on the side to fill up the time. They're insane.
いかがですか、人の人。モスフングスの足は手に入りましたか？
How's it going, human? Did you get
実はあれ、
fungus
僕の仕
motherfucker's
事
legs?
道具なんです。あの足でキュキュッとこすると、鉄でも革でも艶が出せる。お仕事再開とあらば、補充しなくちゃなりませんからね。
And it's like, actually, yeah, these are my tools of the trade. Yeah, when you're like you rub stuff with these legs, metal and leather can bring out the like luster and shine of metal and leather. I don't want you rubbing moss fungus legs on my stuff, man. Yeah, if I'm gonna get back to work, I needed to get more of them. How many? Oh. Oh no. So, 3 is the most interesting answer to see. Three is the most interesting answer. Because this is like, they are... I'm assuming he's going to flip shit if you give him 3. Because that isn't what they said for the deal. Like, going over is going to be a problem too, so I'm gonna give him 3. I'm gonna say I've got 3.
2つお願いしたのに、3つもやると？
Wait, I asked for 2, but you give me 3?
そんな、約束が違う。約束が違う。
Oh, yeah, no, that's different from the deal. It's different from the
さては
deal.
お前、僕の腕を見くびったな。2つきりの対価では、やりきれないと踏んだんだろう。
Oh, yeah, you're underestimating my skills? Yeah, you're looking down on me? What, you think that I can't do a good enough job with 2?
“心外だ。信用して、仕事を任せないなら、身につけているもの全部、めちゃくちゃにしてやるぞ。”
Yeah, I like outrageous. Yeah, no. You don't trust me to do my job. Then, yeah, how about I just ruin everything that you're wearing right now? I'll just rip it all to shreds.
ってなんだ、持ってるのは2つだけじゃないですか。もう、妖精をからかうなんて、良くないですよ。
Hey, wait, but oh, there's only 2 here. Hey, come on, you shouldn't pick on us fairies like that. You shouldn't make fun of us like that.
多すぎても、もちろん少なすぎても、僕らにとっては許しがたい事態です。
It won't kill you? Well, I mean, he was just kind of saying, like, I'm going to jump at you and, like, start tearing your armor to shreds, you little fucker. Yeah. Yes, a good job is one that is done... that is, yeah, paid exactly what is owed. Where one is paid exactly what is owed. Yeah. Receiving too much or too little is simply unforgivable to us.
ともあれ今回は、結果的に約束が果たされました。これで僕は、あなたの小さな修理屋です。早速装備を点検させてもらいますね。
Yeah, anyway. As it turns out, it appears as though the contract has been fulfilled as requested. So then, I will be your humble repairman. Yeah, please allow me to inspect your equipment. Do you think they're bored that ear hole? Is that an ear stretching thing? I was reading, by the way.
ふむ、なるほど。状態はよくわかりました。
I see.
多少の材料費はかかりそうですが、どれも修理は可能です。ただ、もし近々装備を変える予定があるのでしたら、無理に今する必要もないでしょ
う。I may have to charge for the price of materials, but repairing this should be entirely possible. However, if you plan to change your equipment in the near future, there'd be no need to do the repairs now.
1回分の材料費をお渡ししておくので、あなたが修理を望むとき、望む品にお使いください。
Okay, so we got a coupon for 1 free repair.
マーンオセの修理。
Okay, cool,
そうだ。
repairs.
次はあっちにいる、イスイコールギュフと取引をしてみませんか？
Okay, would you mind doing business with, Isgyuf? Isgyuf.
その装備の具合、あなたは歴戦の旅人さんなんでしょう？だったら、いい取引ができるはずです。
Judging by your equipment, you've seen your fair share of fights. And so you should be able to make a good deal with them. So this is all chores. So I'm gonna be going more skim mode. We get what's going on now.
あらまあ、ウリエンジェさん以外の人が来てくれるなんて、一体、いつぶりかしら？
Oh my! When was the last time someone other than Uriandra came to visit us?
久しぶりの旅人さん、よければ、お願いを聞いてくださらない？
Would you
この洞窟の中に生えてしまった、
will we
危
hear
険
what
なキノコ、
I have a
フレーム
favor to
ス
ask
パを
of
抜いて
you.
ほしいの。
There's a mushroom that I need you to remove from this cave called the flame spore.
私たちは、大抵のことを魔法で片付けられるけど、あれは、燃やすと、毒の灰になってしまうから、手で抜かなくてはいけなくて、大変なの。
We can deal with most things with magic, but when you burn those, the ash becomes poisonous. And so you have to pull them out by hand, which is dangerous and
もし引
difficult.
き受けてくださるのなら、それを対価として、私の集めたえりすぐりの品々を送る。
Okay, this is just general store. Okay. They're just having me unlock basic services. Why not? I guess this is what we're doing today. Oh my god, I need to do parkour. That did not look like you could climb up this. I'm gonna be real. Okay. Where are the other ones? These are all going to be in obnoxious spots, aren't they? No, that one's just right there. I'm still completely dumbfounded by the whole dog thing. I do not think I'm going to be able to recover from that, emotionally or financially. Like, this is just, I'm fucked. It's all over for me, dog. It's so confusing. It's so confusing.
あらまあ、フレームスパを抜いてきて
Oh,
く
you
れた
got
の
the
ね。
flame
なん
spores.
て素
Okay.
早い仕事なのか。
Oh, what a
そうい
wonderful
えば
quick job.
西の入り口の方も見てくださった？そこでも、フレームスパを見かけたという話を聞いたから、まだ行ってないようなら、よろしくね。
Oh, okay, wait a second. Yeah, by the way, have you seen... Yeah, there's one to the west, there's a flame spore there as well. If you haven't been there yet, please, if you wouldn't mind. The problem here is that we didn't actually set the terms for this one, so I don't... For a second there, I was about to be like, hey, that wasn't part of the fucking deal, guy. What do you mean, there's one more for me to get? That wasn't part of the agreement. But I guess the terms were vague enough that this is fine. But at the same time, I feel like it was incredibly irresponsible from us to have accepted such vague deals, like, such vague terms for these guys. We might have just, like, agreed to keep helping them with these flame spores
フレー
forever.
ムスポアは除去できたが、妙な視線を感じる。入り口の方から誰かがこちらを見ているようだ。
Yeah, I removed the flame spore, but I've got a strange feeling as though somebody's watching me. Nymphilia, what are you doing there? Also, what's your actual name? What?
私、ちょうど自分の取引が終わったので、
Oh, yeah, so I just got done with my own, deal, and...
いえ、ごめんなさい。報告を済ませてきます。
Sorry, I need to go report back. Huh? What was that about? What's them Nymphilia doing? I'm assuming we're going to learn that character's real name eventually. Like, there's no way that they're just gonna keep her as Nymphilia. Like, she's going to get a real name at some point, right? This feels weird. Yeah, I got the mushrooms.
それはよかった。しばらくは毒の胞子に鼻がムズムズすることもなくなるわ。
Okay. Okay, yeah, so the poison spores won't irritate our noses anymore. Oh, they got sinus problems.
昔はね、こういう取引を毎日のようにしていたの。私は野山で素材を集めてくるのが得意だったから、それを持ってお城まで取引に行ったりもしたわ。
Yeah, back in the old days, I used to make deals like this every day. I was really good at gathering materials in the fields and mountains, and I would take them with me up to the castle to trade.
あのお城、今は妖精語でリエギア城と呼ばれてるけど、あれを建てたフッブート王家の時代には、緑光の城、グリュネスリヒト城って呼ばれていたのよ。
Huh. 追行の。追行の城。グリューネ。Fucking hell. グリューネス。I have no idea how you would even... I'm just gonna go with the English on this one because I don't even know how you would pronounce this shit. Okay. Back then, the castle wasn't... Yeah, the castle is known in fairy language as Yigia. Used to be called, Grünes Licht, whatever.
王族や騎士たち、それに城下町の住民も最後まで残った人たちは結局積み食いの餌食に。
Yeah, the royalty, the knights, all the commoners who lived around the castle, all of them fell victim to the sin eaters. Oh, that's straight up German? Chris, okay, how do I... Let me, I need to learn how to pronounce this so that I can just not have to read katakana. Oh god! Grünes... Fuck me, man. Grünes Licht. God, I can't do German at all. I cannot do German at all. They all vote.
さて、対価をいただいたからには、私もあなたに相応の贈り物をさせてもらわないとね。
Yeah, there also really aren't any similar sounds in Japanese. Grünes Licht. Yeah, like if I try and do it, it just ends up sounding Russian. Now that I've received my portion, yeah, my reward, I need to give you what you're owed.
それから、道具や素材を欲したときには、
Licht.
ぜひまた私のところに来てちょうだい。 お
Grünes
互いに
Licht.
良い取引をするとしましょう。
God, yeah, it's like right between. Fuck. It's hard. I can do it like in a song or something, because you've got more clean pronunciation to copy. Okay, yeah, if you ever need tools or materials... Yeah, well, we'll do equivalent exchange. Good deal.
イスイコールギュフのよろずや。そういえば、最近。
Yeah. Vidrad?
あな
Vidrad?
た、もしよければ、彼と取引
Has
してあげて、
been pretty
名
down.
誉な仕事ができれば、きっと元気を取り戻すわ。
If you do an honorable job, 名誉な仕事 would cheer him up. An honorable task. That's their whole deal. Okay, potions.
ほわ、あん
ほわ
た、自分と取引してくれるっすか
Oh, you're here to do a deal with me.
と言っても、自分は今、何もできない豚キノコ野郎っす。得意の魔道具製作をしようにも、インビジブルインクをアンチローたちに奪われて。
Okay, what the fuck do I do for... What do you even possibly do with Butakinoko Yaro? What do I even possibly do with this? I cannot think of anything that works for this in English. He's just being incredibly self-denigrating. What did they do? He just says, "What, you would be my patron?" Oh, they just don't even try. Which, you know what? Fair enough. This is difficult. It's like there's nothing I could do. I'm like you gotta do. They just didn't do anything. They just said, "But I can't do anything for you. The lawless ones took my invisible ink, and without it, I can't make my arcane wares." They just didn't even try for the Butakinoko Yaro. There's some sort of mushroom-related, self-deprecating insult you can go with here. You don't necessarily need to do pig, but it's gotta be some... Are they supposed to be pigs or something? No, I think that's just like... I think that's just like a generalized insult. Or butakinako is like something. Like maybe there's a specific type of mushroom that they have that's like a butakinako. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's just butayaro. It's just a general insult. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's just like the general pig insult, but with mushroom thrown in. You could have him call himself like a moldy mushroom, or I don't fucking know, man. He's insulting himself by calling himself a worthless piece of shit mushroom, man. I'd like to make my world-renowned magical tools, but with... Yeah, my invisible link has been taken away by, like, yeah, the anti-laws? Yeah, so there's, like, what, like, anarchists?
Ah, アンチローっていうのは、自分たちと同じもう族でありながら、仕事嫌いな連中っす。
Okay. I don't know what you would go with for anti... Like, you could go with... Like, I think in the English they go with, like, lawless ones, which, fine, well enough. But it's more like anarchists. Yeah, going with anarchists is probably... It's both funnier and gets the meaning across while still just being kind of ridiculous. This is ridiculous in Japanese. Yeah, the anarchists are people like, yeah, they're normal like us, but they hate to work, like, they hate
名
working.
誉も何もなく、遊びほうけて、野党まがいの生活をしてる。自分も、散歩の帰りにカツアゲされたんすよ。
Okay. They have absolutely no honor, living their days wild and free, like, yeah, normal, like, common thieves. Like, wild, yeah, common thieves. Yeah, I got mugged on on a walk the other day.
そうだ、もし腕に自信があるなら、奪われたインビジブルインクを取り戻してく
Okay,
れないっ
if
す
you,
か。
yeah, if you're confident in your skills, you go get
そ
my
れほど
invisible
のこ
ink.
とをしてくれたのなら、とっておきの魔道具を作ってあげるっす。
Okay, if you could do that, I'll make you a special magical tool.
オレオさん、そのお仕事、私も一緒に行っていいでしょうか。
Yeah, would it be okay if I go with you on that job?
お手
That
伝いを
mission?
それに、そばで勉強させてもらいたくて、もしよければ、なのですが。
Yeah, I'd love to help, plus I want to learn from you. If only if it's okay. Sure, why not?
はい。
奪われたインビジブルインクは複数あるんす。南にあるアンチローの根城、コラード金賞から一つでも多く奪還してほしいっ
Several
す。
vials of invisible ink, or I'm assuming this is just like actual invisible ink. Need you to get as many as possible from Colorado. Yeah, like the mushroom. What mushroom? Kisho? Like the mushroom fields? So they're stronghold in the south? Did Bavilion just go off without me to go do that? Like, can I just, like, not... Can I just fuck off? Like, if I could... If I could just straight up sack this one off, that would be great. Like, Bavilion just went out to go do it for me. Yeah, lesson 1 of being the Warrior of Light, kid. Get other people to fight your battles for you. Somebody else says they'll do it, that means you don't have to. Character development time? Ah. That's lame. God, this area is very comfy, though. I'm a very big fan. In general, the zones in past expansions, even in Stormblood, were very dreary. There was not much color in most of them. There's a lot of gray.
水浴びをしたいんだが、うかつに水辺に近づくと、風亜族にちょっかいを出されるんだよな。
I'm sorry, what the fuck? These things talk. I mean, I understand that I'm the Warrior of Light, but they haven't done this usually. I'd like to go take a bath, but the flow will mess with you. You get too close to the water. I'm sorry, what? Is this the first time we've just run up to a bunch of wild-ass animals and started chatting to them? Like, what, do these guys just pretend to not be able to talk? Like, is that their fetish or something? Like, oh, we gotta make sure that none of the humans back in the Crystallium know that we can all talk, or else they'll stop putting saddles on us and riding us? Based on how everything else in this shit has been going, that's my assumption at this point. Considering the way that these little fuckers, the Mo, have been talking about helping. It has been very uncomfortable. I have not enjoyed it. What in the fuck is that? A garden poxy. It is a literal flying pig. This is what they were saying that they had. The other guy was saying he had this as familiar. Also, what the hell is that? What the hell is that?
「この割れ目の先がコラード金賞みたいですね。少し覗いてみましたが、アンチローラ式モウ族がたくさんいました。
It looks like at the end of this crevice is the collard, like mushroom fields. I looked around a bit. I looked around a bit, but it looks like there were a lot of like the mole there that fit the description for the anarchist.
大丈夫、いけます。依頼の品を
Yeah,
手
but
分けして探し
fine,
ましょう。
we can do it. Let's split up and find what we came here for. And find what they requested.
目につく分を回収したら撤退して少し離れたところで待機していますね。では。
Yeah. After we get anything that I'm sorry, she just said like, yeah, we'll find everything. I'll find everything I can, and then yeah, fall back here. and go on and be on standby. Okay, let's go. So, going in, grab stuff. Once you get a bunch, fall back and regroup. I'm sorry. They expect me to believe that this is an enemy. These dudes are LARPing. This is very obvious LARPing. I'm sorry, is that one called a Fungamancer? That one is a Fungamancer. I want to be a Fungamancer. Oh, fuck. Holy shit! Oh, they're not fucking around. I was kind of expecting to have, like, dialogue or something, though. Yeah, this is a mole. We have sort of, like... This is very obviously, yeah, I knew it, I knew it. We have sort of pulled up into their little mushroom forest. How dare you? You little shit. This really is an obvious... Dag is absolutely right. This was just a very obvious setup to reuse these guys as enemies. So they didn't have to make another character model. Like, they get to use all of the same materials from the other village. They just have to throw on, like, a different set of clothes. This is pretty much a slam dunk. You might as well. What is with the pig thing? What is with the pig fairy? What is with the poxy? Whose idea? Also, Mephilia, what are you, you appear to be... Do you not see... Do you not see the massive bird of prey sneaking up on you? Hello? Jeez, the game audio is fluctuating so much. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Surely this wouldn't be the case, and nobody told me until now. No, yeah, that was the case. The master volume was just down from when I was doing, it was just way down from when I was doing, like, roulette and stuff. To explain, the audio on my end sounded exactly the same. But that's just because I also happen to have my master volume on... You lowered it earlier on stream because of a waterfall? No, I didn't. That was bitrate. It's just been like this. No, my volume, like my desktop volume was cranked for some other unknown reason, and so I did not notice that there was such a discrepancy between the text-to-speech volume and the game voice volume. Yeah, I got all the items that they wanted us to get. The anarchists were a little bit scary. I'm glad you're okay. I'm gonna be nice. Actually, no, I am, curious. Actually. Yeah, so this is a funny one too, where they just called, like, the dual sword class, the twin blade class, in the game, they just called it Rogue. He's like, oh, you use two swords, I see. Rogue doesn't make any damn sense. Yeah. Thancred is teaching me how to use them, but, you know, I'm not quite, good with them yet. Yeah. The previous generations of Minfilias apparently joined the Yule Lord army to fight against the Sin Eaters. Yeah, but they found me after there was no longer any need for me to fight, or after they, you know, no longer needed to fight. So instead, they locked me away in Yulmore so I wouldn't try to start fighting them on my own, of my own accord. You know, wouldn't up and do it herself. Yeah. So before Thancred rescued me from there, I didn't know how to fight or, you know, even how to live. I didn't know anything. Hmm? Oh, okay. Yeah. Tancred told me that if it happened that your summoning were to fail, then it would fall to me having the same blessing to lead the fight against the Sin Eaters.
あの人はきっとその可能性があったから私に付き合っているだけで、本当は今の私を見るのも嫌なんだと思います。
Yeah? Oh. I somewhat almost kind of regret calling your face model fucked up now, but only a little bit. I'm sure he's only... Yeah. This is like, yeah, keeping me around. Because of the you know, because of, like, that might happen. You know, really, I think he can't stand even looking at me. Like, it's like, 本当は今の私を見るのも嫌なんだと思います。Like, he can't even stand to look at me.
だって私は本当のミンフィリアじゃない。あの人が家族みたいに大事に思ってるのは私じゃないんです。
Wow, they just cut out this entire line in the English. Wonderful. Yeah, because I'm not the real Minfilia. Yeah, the person that he thinks of as family to him isn't me. The English for this is, Thancred once told me that if the efforts to summon you failed, it would fall to me to face the Light Wardens. I realized then that it was the only reason he kept me close, as a contingency. The truth is, he can't stand to be around me, because I'm not her, I'm not his Minfilia. That's all they do, they say his Minfilia, instead of saying, I'm not the real Minfilia, I'm not that person. No, that's like family to him. The person that means all, you know, everything to him. That's not me. The saying that he treats Minfilia like family? Which, they're still trying to, like, play up some sort of weird romantic relationship between Thancred and Minfilia? In the English? When the Japanese literally says kazoku mitai ni, like family? 前
に2人でハイとナバスアレンに行きました。光の巫女が現れて光の反乱を止めたという場所へ。
Yeah, once we went to the, yeah, the ruined city of Nabasalen, yeah, where the Maiden of Light appeared and stopped the Flood of Light.
そこが近づくと私自分が自分じゃないみたいに感じて怖くて見るのも聞くのも嫌で多分意識を失ったんだと思います。
Ooh, that's spooky. That's a fucking terrifying way of describing this. Yeah, when we got close there, I felt like I wasn't myself. I was scared. I like, you know, couldn't bear to look or hear. I probably lost consciousness around that point.
ません。
I don't know what happened after that.
ただ忘れかけの夢みたいにぼんやりと大物とサンクレットが話していた気がして。
Yeah, okay. Putting this in quotes here is pretty important. Yeah, I just have a, vaguely, like a almost forgotten dream. Or like, a dream that you've just begun to forget. Feel that the real me, or the real Minfilia, spoke with Thancred. Her referring to, like, the Minfilia that is currently hitchhiking in her body as Honmono is pretty pivotal here. Because if the other Minfilia is the real one, then that means that she's the fake one. Right? She's describing herself as a fake, as a forgery, and the other Minfilia as the real Minfilia. Her using the term Honmono here is incredibly important. So of course they don't translate that. Of course they didn't even remotely try. As we drew near, I felt as though I was fading away. I shut my eyes and covered my ears, and then, I'm not sure what happened after that. I had a vague feeling that I said something to him, only it wasn't me at all, it was her. She doesn't say I said something to him, she said I had a vague feeling that the real Minfilia spoke with him. She doesn't use the term I to refer to the other Minfilia at all. Are you fucking stupid? This is impressively wrong. Why the fuck is the OG Minfilia referring to this character as Minfilia? Why the fuck is this Minfilia referring to the other Minfilia in the first person? Who knows?
サンクレットは真相を教えてくれなかったけれど、それから時々一緒にいると辛そうな顔をするんです。
Yeah, like, okay, Thancred never told me what happened then, but yeah, ever since then, yeah, when we're together, he sometimes has this pained look on his face.
それに気づいても私には何もできない。助けてくれた人をずっと傷つけているだけ。
Yeah, but even if I can tell that, there's nothing I can do to help. Or there's nothing I can do. All I can do is keep hurting the person who saved my life.
だから私、本物のミンフィリアに変われたらと思うんです。 それで私以外の思いに従ってあなたに
Oh God. That's So wait, 変われたら 変われたらと思う。No, this isn't called a tie, right? This one is this, 本物のミフィリアに変われたらと思う。それで、やる。私以外の思いに従ってに会いに行きました。 Okay. No, I understand what it means. Yeah, she's saying, like, I'm different. I'm a different thing than the real Minfilia. Ni. Horetara. The Tara here is throwing me. I understood this line as she wants the real Minfilia to take over her body. That's what I thought at first, and I thought that can't be right because it's the Tara. But you might be right. That's why I had that visceral reaction of being like, oh fuck, is she actually saying that? And then I was like, no, that can't possibly be right. But now it's like, yeah, no, I think you're right. Like, I think she's saying, like, I want to be like the real Minfilia, or I want to be the real Minfilia. Yeah, that makes the next line make more sense, which is, that's why I followed, like, those, like, inner thoughts of mine, like that inner instinct that weren't mine to come see you. Like, yeah, so that's why she was saying, like, yeah, the reason why she followed that, like, vague feeling that she had was because she would prefer to be replaced by the real Minfilia so that Thancred won't be so sad anymore. That's fucking brutal. The English completely ruins this. I have a vague feeling that I said something to him, only it wasn't me at all, it was her. Afterwards, Thancred didn't say a word, only kept to himself and brooded. In the Japanese, he said that he looked at her and just had this look of pain and suffering whenever he looked at her. There's nothing I can do for him, nothing I can offer but my presence, though it only reminds him of his loss. Not what she said. She should be the one to live on. That's why I tried to find you, because I knew that was what she wanted. That makes it sound like in the English that regular Minfilia wants to take over and is directing her to kill herself. Which is the opposite of what's going on here. This is stupid.
こうして一緒にいさせてもらっても、どうして会わなきゃと思ったのかは汲み取れないまま。
And yet, yeah, even though I was able to meet you, I'm still not sure why I had to. I still can't figure it out.
何かを伝えたい。誰かに会わせたい。そんな気がするんですが。
Yeah, I felt like I needed to say something or no, it was someone I needed to meet, something like that. Whoa, fuck. What's this? What is this? The Reapers? Oh shit, Mass Effect. Oh shit. Oh shit, it's all in katakana. Oh fuck, that's all in katakana. Oh god, it's all in katakana. So, that means this thing is, whatever this thing is, it isn't the OG Tataria. Yeah, this is also impossible to read. Okurigana katakana is vile? Absolutely. Yeah. Why have you imprisoned me here? Ugh. It's boring. I'm bored. This is boring, unfair, cruel, Cruel, cruel. Wow.
ねえ、遊びましょう。
Oh, let's play. Oh.
今のは幻覚？あのお城から。
This was a hallucination from the castle? Well, yeah, the katakana there is supposed to be like this, whatever this thing is, it's like it's pantomiming.
私が回収した
It's like some sort of imitation of whatever the original Titania was. It's supposed to be like a skinwalker. Also, how the fuck are you? That's the character design for that thing, and you're gonna make them everybody refer to that by like gender neutral pronouns? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Yeah, this is the things we were entrusted to get. Please take it back to the new mall.
私、サンクレットたちに報告
I'll,
をしてきます。
I'll report to Thancred and everyone else. Whenever I see that sort of writing, I always get the vibe that something is incredibly wrong. Because, I mean, that's really the only time it's used for, like, fully robotic characters or for, like, shit that's been possessed. What is this guy doing? What are you doing? Very important business to attend to.
あばばば、許してほしいっす、ティターニア様。
Oh, please forgive us, Lady Titania.
あんたっすか。インビジブルインクは取り戻せたっす。
Oh, it's you. You got the invisible ink? Yeah, here you go. 6 vials of the shit.
わわ、これ、
わわ
ほとんど全部揃ってるっす。すごい
Oh, this is all of
感
it.
謝感激っす。
Kansha Kangeki. I'm so incredibly, terribly grateful.
久々にティターニア様の声が聞こえちゃって、ますます気落ちするとこだったけど、おかげで、ちょっと元気が湧いてきたっす。
It's been a while since we heard, Lady Titania's voice. I was just about to get even more depressed, but thanks to you, I'm starting to feel a little bit
あ
better.
れ？もしかして、あんたも、妖精王の声を聞いたんす？それは、お互い、不運だったっすね。
Hmm. Oh, wait, did you hear the voice of the King of the Fairies too? That seems like we're both pretty unlucky.
普通、どんな生き物も、積み食いになった時点で知性を失うっす。ティターニア様も例外じゃないんすが、本能だけが、半端に残っちゃったみたいなんす。
Yeah. Yeah, normally any living being, like, loses its intelligence when it becomes a sin eater. Lady Titania is no exception, however, it seems her, like, instincts remain more or less intact. It's like so this is the explanation, it's like an incomplete version of her personality.
それで、遊びたいとか、ここから出せとか、そういう強い執念が、封印の隙間から漏れ出して、時々誰かの元に届いちゃうっす。
Yeah, so I just checked it. Ordinarily, when a living being turns into a sin eater, it loses everything about its mind that defined it. However, the king has retained some of their instincts. Why? That doesn't... It's very obviously... She's very obviously female. very clearly. What is... This is just so dumb. Like, that and the dog thing just make me think, like... It's genuinely unbelievable that this is in the game, that this is like a professional translation team. I actually miss Koji's ARR at this point. Honestly? Yeah. Perhaps I judged you too harshly. This is worse. I think ARR was better than this. This is worse. And so, like, yeah, her strong desires, like, obsession over, like, wanting to play or wanting to leave, sometimes slip through the cracks in the seal and reach people.
本当はみんなわかってるんすよ。あの声を永遠に無視し続けることなんてできないって。
Yeah, like ARR is like a particularly dumb child playing with their toys. Or something. Just very haphazard, leaving all the blocks everywhere and not putting stuff back in the toy chest. But they're super excited to tell you about all the cool things that they made and blah blah blah. This is just kind of like... It's not just incompetent, but it's also lazy. Right? That's the thing to me. That's what makes it feel more disappointing, is that it's incompetent and lazy. Koji's ARR was at least high effort moronic shitposting. Dude made up an entire dragon language that was just pig Latin. And that's terrible. But at least you can look at it and go like, you know what? You put in a ton of work on stuff that does not matter. Next was the normal size with the 3 after being real short. And then it's trial time. I would rather be fresh for a trial though. I'll repay you for this wonderful work of yours. That the last bit there is untranslatable. But I can also just tell that I'm fading. Like, I think I'm probably gonna call it here despite it being a little bit early. I've been very tired since, like, halfway through. I've changed my sleep schedule pretty substantially, and so I am now very sleepy for no apparent reason. I might honestly, depending on how things go, I'm on a new sleep medication, and ordinarily my sleep schedule would be so fucking erratic and crazy that I pretty much had no option but to start these streams at, like, you know, 4 p.m. my time. I might move them up a little bit, depending. Might start starting them a little bit earlier, but I'm probably not going to make that decision anytime soon. But I can feel myself getting more tired more early, which is technically better because it's like a more reasonable schedule to be on as a human being. But still. Anyway, this has been insane. I feel like all of us are just genuinely dumber for everything that we've seen here. And, you know, good doggy. Good doggy. Look at him go. Fucking hell. Alright. Next, I won't elaborate, but next stream what? What is the pinch emote? Is that supposed to be like an Italian, like, ooh? Are you indicating that it's supposed to be good? Well, he said he won't elaborate, so shit. Never mind. I'm a fool. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. I will see you all on Sunday, after we do Metaphor. And yeah, daylight savings time. But I might go back a little bit more. Peace.